This is Lou. You see, Lou really likes to code. Every time Lou sees other coders, he cannot help but doubt himself. And every time he goes online, he sees all these people getting rejected. Should he even apply? Lou gets very negative. He starts playing video games and he starts watching TV a lot, and before you know it, he's not even coding anymore. This is Bob. Bob also likes to code. Every time Bob sees other coders, he gets excited. Every time Bob gets stuck, he asks for help. And of course, there's always someone to help him. Look at Lou. Lou became a failure. Look at Bob. Even though it was a rough start, Bob improved his skills over time. This is embarrassing, but I used to go to companies and tell them I could code all this right? I was a good coder. That's what I used to tell them. But secretly, inside, I knew I was. Let me tell you something. I had never built any code before that was actually being used by people that were not teachers. I had no production experience whatsoever. So when they told me that they needed to ship this form out, okay, this React form, very simple, but then thousands of users would have used it. I shipped it. Turns out that it was all wrong. It was all broken. And I cost that company that I worked for so much money in damages. True story. The guy called me up and he was like, yo, what is this? Fix it. On a Saturday morning, he called me and I fixed it. A couple days later, they hired a senior developer to come coach the team, me and another dude. After training us, I realized, bro, this is actually genius. I can finally learn to become a good developer. I was very traumatized by the fact that I cost this business so much money, and next to the fact that this job was paying me quite well, I didn't want to lose the job. So I was forced to actually give obviously at the job. That senior that was helping us out, he made me feel like I was useless. I felt like I didn't know anything at all. I thought I was this big shot coder that came in, got the job and was doing some good work. But I realized that, okay, this senior developer is there, and while I'm still hired by the company, I can ask the senior developer for good advice. So I made a plan. I did two things. Number one, I asked my senior dev for advice every single time I got stuck and I couldn't solve it myself. And number two, I practiced every single day. Every day I would learn the backend and figure out exactly how it worked, exactly how it was structured in each other, and I made sure every single file in that repository, I knew exactly what their purpose was for, and I was very confident in what it did. Every single day I practiced. And after that, after doing that for a few months turned into a year, I was very confident in development. Today, when I say I can build an app and I can build anything that I want to build, I mean it. As long as I do two things: ask smart people for advice and implement it every single day. This is how I overcame my feelings of being an imposter in the software industry. You can either be one of those developers that wait for things to happen to them, that sit there lazily, go make a stupid simple resume and apply for jobs, or you can be the developer that actively goes out and asks people for advice and implement it on a daily basis, especially from senior developers. We are software developers that want a legacy later on in life, right? So it is very important that we don't sit around and we wait for things to happen to us, because that is what I did. That is what I did in a past life. But today, every single time I see someone that might know something that I don't, I make sure to go ask them. And I return the favor, because as I become better, I get experience and I'm able to share to that person as well. There are two actionable steps that you can do right now to become the best developer you've ever wanted to become in your life. And I mean it, seriously. Number one, write down on a piece of paper the names of the smartest developers that you know, the smartest of the smart developers you know, and I want you to take them out for dinner. Don't talk about coding, I don't care. But you need to go and have these people in your life. I know that you're going to be talking about coding during that dinner, because that's exactly how my conversations go. And number two, I want you to write on a piece of paper, forever a student. And I want you to put that on your wall where you're going to see it every single day. You need to remind yourself that at no point in life will you know enough. You will always be a student, whether it is of life or coding. And you need to remind yourself of that every single day, my friend. This is the cost of becoming a respected software developer. We must put in the effort, we must put in the time, and we must be humble enough to understand that we don't know anything yet. That journey of becoming a respected software developer starts the second that you tell yourself that you have so much more to learn. And then using the dinners that you go to, where you learn and you absorb information from senior developers, Senior can be also one or two more years advanced than you. Then you start transforming yourself into that respected software engineer that you want to become. If you want to become a better developer, you need to start talking to senior developers yesterday. Okay? Click the link below in the description. Join our community filled with senior developers that have more experience than you. Talk to them on a daily basis, and you'll get yourself out of that rut. You'll make all that money that you want to make. Money will be a worry that you don't need to worry about soon in the future. They're paying software engineers hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year for doing stupid work. Imagine what they'll pay you if you can actually do something good with your time. And if you're sticking around here, I'm going to tell you something that not a lot of people know. Half these people already clicked off the video, bro. So many people that I know that are founders, you know what they tell me? They say, I am scared of the full stack developer that learns some business skills. There's nothing stopping you, my friend. Nothing except for yourself. Become the respected software engineer that you want to become. Life will take care of the rest. Obviously, you need to go work out, but yeah, you know what I mean. Okay? Take it easy. Life is a gift given by the gods to make a proper use of it. I'll check you in the next video. Take it easy. Love you. Take care. Bye.